Hello, I'm Lisa Campion. I'm a photography student here at Northampton University. I'm in my second year and my BA in photographic practice. The work behind me is a body of work that derived from a project that we were given this year entitled Objects, and I chose to actually specifically focus on the Titanic for my object. And my series of work is called Reverberations from the Past. What I love about the university is that they really encourage you to actually use different forms of photographic methods, so not just digital but also film-based photography, and that's hence the reason that these images have derived. So they actually explore the loss that was experienced when the Titanic slipped into its watery grave. Not just the massive loss of life, but also the loss to mankind and the void that it left when the Titanic sank, because up until that point, man genuinely believed that they had defied the laws of nature. And that's what these images start to represent. As I say, the university actually encourages you not just to use digital photography, which I think is fantastic because today everybody is a photographer. And one of the things I think is important is with the university that you're using other methods that not everybody is able to replicate. And I think that makes a big difference in the work that you actually produce. The other thing is as well that we're encouraged to actually draw inspiration from art movements as well as actually artists in general. So you're sent off to research and look at different artists. For me specifically, I focused on two artists which helped me with this body of work. One was Stephen McGill, and he did an amazing series called Buried, and also Anson Keither, who produced this awesome room basically of metal books that were his interpretation of the Holocaust. So they inspired me. One of the other things I learnt this year, because one of the things you'll find is that the technology here is fantastic, the access to the darkroom, all those sorts of facilities are really, really good, and the technicians are excellent. They help you through step by step and they encourage you to experiment. So I didn't just learn to print on paper, I also experimented with other mediums like metal and varying other, because that ties into sort of 1912 tintype style photography that was used at that time. One of the things when I actually joined the course, I was actually quite apprehensive about coming back into a learning environment, having not been in it and coming back as a mature student. One of the things I found fantastic about the university in general was the mature student course that they held prior to actually starting. So you spent a week's almost induction, just learning and getting to meet other mature students. So it takes away that kind of first day nerves, if you like, because you've already met people and you've got an inkling of what it is that you've kind of let yourself in for. And I found that really, really useful and actually made some really good friends on that course that I'm still in contact with today. I never actually thought that I would ever have the ability to have hands-on experience handling and photographing Titanic artifacts. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing, and I would definitely recommend that people obviously come onto the course. As I say, the tutors themselves tend to be artists and commercial photographers in their own right. So what you tend to find is that they're able to give you not just great insight when it comes to actually from the tutorial perspective, but also because they've had hands-on experience out in the workplace as well. And I think that's really vital, and it helps you actually develop your work. And as I say, they really do help and encourage you as a student to delve deeper and to experiment. When I was actually researching for the project, I came across a company called White Star Memories, and who were very kind enough to allow me access to their artifacts. And what's actually developed from there is that I've now agreed to actually catalogue their entire collection, as they are one of the largest private collectors of Titanic artifacts. And those sorts of opportunities wouldn't have come about had I not embarked on this course. And it certainly helped me to identify what areas that I would like to evolve into, i.e. sort of documentary type photography going forward. And the university has definitely helped with that. And that's what I'm hoping to expand on as I go into my third year.